Hello, myself Dr. Jyoti C.K., Assistant Professor, Department of Physics. Title of the paper, Mechanics and Properties of Matter. Today class, we will be solving the problems. So first problem, calculate the fictitious and total force on a body of mass 15 kg relative to a frame moving vertically upwards on the earth with an acceleration of 10 meter per second. So this is the problem. Now we have to solve it. What we have to calculate here? We have to calculate the fictitious force and the total force we have to calculate. So first we will write the given data, that is mass is 15 kg and acceleration is given, that is a 10 meter per second square. We can take the standard value, that is a small g is equal to acceleration due to gravity is a 9.8 meter per second square. We have to calculate the total force. The total force is given by F dash is equal to Fi plus F here, where true force, that is F is equal to M into the g. This becomes 15 into minus 9.8, that is 147 Newton, where the Newton is a unit for the force and this is the force acting in a downward direction. So now fictitious force is given by Fi is equal to minus M into Ai. Substitute here the M value and acceleration value, you will get a 150 Newton. So hence F dash is nothing but, substitute now, total force is nothing but Fi plus F here. Substitute the value of Fi and F in this equation. So we will get now 297 Newton minus 297 Newton. So this we will write it as a 297 Newton in a downward direction. So this is about the first problem we have solved. About what we have calculated here, we have calculated the fictitious and the total force. Next we will move to the another problem. Second problem, a rocket of mass 4900 kg is lifted vertically upwards from the place at the equator with a velocity of 1400 meter per second. If the angular velocity of the earth is 7.3 into 10 to the power of minus 5 radian per second, calculate the Coriolis force acting on it. So here, what are the given data? A mass is given, just write down the mass value. Velocity is also given, write down the velocity value. And here, angular velocity. Angular velocity is denoted by the term, that is an omega. Omega value is given. Now what we have to calculate here? Coriolis force we have to calculate. What is that formula? Fc is equal to 2m v into omega. Here it makes an angle of the theta, that is a 90 degree. So now we will write a 2m v omega into sin theta. It is on a 1. So therefore it becomes now 2m v into omega. 2 in the place of the m, substitute the value, that is a 4900 kg. In the place of the v, substitute as a 1400 meter per second. In the place of the omega, substitute the omega value. And you will get here 1001.5. This is again the unit is in a Newton. So this we have calculated the Coriolis force. Okay. So next problem. Third one. A system consists of the masses 5, 10 and 15 kg. Now the system is there having the masses of 5, 10 and 15 kg. They are located at these points. That is a minus 3i, 2j, 4k. They are in the meter here. So these are the location of the points respectively. Then what we have to do here? Locate the position of the center of mass here. Now we have to locate at which position the center of mass will be there. So what are the given data? M1 is given 5 kg, M2 is in a 10 kg and M3 is in a 15 kg. So here to locate the position of the center of mass, we know the formula, that is the RCM is nothing but M1 R1 plus M2 R2 plus M3 R3 divided by the capital M, where capital M is the M1 plus M2 plus M3. Now they are located at the three positions, that is the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So now we will write in terms of the x-axis coordinate system, y-axis and a z-axis. Then it becomes easy to locate the position of the center of mass here. So now consider the x-axis. There is a XCM, that is the center of mass here. What is that? M1. In place of M1, substitute as a 5 here. This one is the 5. Now, in place of the R1, What I am telling here now, r1, r2, r3 is nothing but the distance here. So that we have to write it in the terms of the x-axis, y-axis and the z-axis. So therefore, along the x-axis, so this one is 3i. This is the 3i minus 3i. This is the plus 3i. This is the 3i. So this becomes now m1 is the 5 into minus 3 plus m2. m2 is what here? 10 into r2. What is the r2 here? This one. I am talking about the x-axis. Okay. That is a 3 plus m3. What is m3? 15. 15 into r3. r3 means here about the x-axis is the 3 here. Substitute now 3. Divided by the capital M. Where capital M is the m1 plus m2 plus m3. Add these to all the 3 terms. So we will get the 30. So again 5 into minus 3 it becomes a 15 plus 30. Again multiply it 45. So it becomes now 60 divided by 30. So calculate it, you will get the 2. Now similarly calculate for the y-axis. What is that? Again write down the m1 is in a 5. r1, what is the r1? That is a 2. So write it as in a 2 plus m2 is a 10. r2, what is the r2? That is a 6. So 6 plus m3 is a 15. And what is the r3? r3 about the y-axis is in a 4 here. Substitute here 4 divided by again 30. Again do the calculation. You will get a 130 divided by 30. So this becomes a 13 by 3. Similarly, write down for the z-axis. What is that? Again m1, here m1 is a 5. r1 is how much? 4 is here. Here substitute is in a 4. Again m2 is the 10. For again the r2, what is that? 5. Substitute as in a 5. Plus m3 is in a 15. Substitutes the again the r3, what is that? Minus 2 is there. Substitute as in a minus 2. Again do the calculation. You will get a 40 divided by 30. That is a 4 by 3. So hence the center of mass is located at the point 2, 13 divided by 3, 4 divided by 3 here. So this we have calculated the position of the center of mass here. So next we will move to the another problem. Fourth one. Two bodies of the masses 10 kg and 2 kg are moving with the velocity. These are the velocities. There is a 2i minus 3j plus 7j plus 3k and a minus 10i unit vector plus 35j minus 3k. These are all the unit vector I, j, k. Okay. Meter per second respectively. Then we have to find what we have to find here. We have to calculate the velocity of the center of mass here. So first we will write down the data here. What are the data? m1 is given 10 kg, m2 is in a 2 kg and the velocity is given. This is the velocity, the v1, and this one is the velocity of the v2. So here to calculate the velocity of the center of mass, we know that vc is nothing but m1 into v1 plus m2 into v2 divided by the capital M here. So again substitute the value of the m1. This one is a m1 and the v1 substitute here, and similarly m2 is a 2 kg into v2 substitute here divided by again m. M is nothing but m1 plus m2. Combining these two, 10 plus 2 it becomes a 12. So again do the calculation here. That is a 10 into 2 it becomes a 20i minus 70j plus 30k plus minus 20i. Again here substituting now plus 70j minus 6k divided by 12. So this positive and this negative will get cancels. Again this negative and this positive will get cancels. It is left with the 24k divided by 12. So again multiply it, you will get the 2k. So thus what is that velocity of the center of mass is 2 meter per second. Okay. So now we move to the another problem. That is fifth problem. In this one, find out the fictitious acceleration of a sun in a frame fixed with the earth and rotating about its axis. So the distance of the sun from the earth is 1.5 into 10 to the power of 10 centimeter. What are the given data here? The angular, that is only the distance of the sun from the earth is given here. Now what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the fictitious acceleration of the sun here. So what is our solution? As we know, the angular velocity of the rotating of the frame of reference is given by omega is equal to 2 pi divided by 24 into 60 per second. So in this frame, fictitious acceleration of the sun is given by omega square into r here. Substitute now. Omega is nothing but this value. Take out this value to the square into r. Only they have given the distance here. The capital R value is given. That is 1.5 into 10 to the power of 10. So again do the cross multiply. Again do the calculation here. You will get a 79.27 centimeter per second square. So this is the fictitious acceleration of the sun here. So till now we learnt about these problems. So next class we continue with the another topic.